బ్రో నా క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే ఇట్స్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ ఫియర్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ. సో ద థింగ్,
One second, Vamsi. Who do you think are the target audience for your question?
the people who are seeking for jobs, graduates, pursuing graduates, I mean the educated youth.
Okay. So this problem is being faced by most of the job seekers, and these job seekers are not only from the Telugu states. Also there are people over from the globe, right?
Right.
So what I suggest is let's have this conversation in English so that it can help maximum number of people. I hope this will be fine for you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Now your question, please.
So actually I tried to change my company. So I have started attending the interviews, and in this process I have attended multiple interviews and I only cracked few of the interviews. I know I can crack all the interviews, but I found a common problem while attending the interviews. The problem is I know the concept, I have that knowledge, but I wasn't able to answer the questions whichever is asked by the interviewer. After the interview, I was wondered that why I wasn't able to answer the questions even though if I know the concept. And because of this fear, I couldn't crack all the interviews, and I have lost many opportunities. So now I just want to get rid of this issue, and I want the solution so that I'll not repeat the same in the future.
Okay. So Vamsi, if I would have understood your question properly, the thing is you have the knowledge, you know that you can crack all the interviews, which means you can answer all of the interviewers' questions, but you have a fear in you. That fear is stopping you to give the answers to the interviewer.
Correct.
Alright. Now, before going to the solution for it, first we need to find out the root cause of this fear. Why this fear is getting triggered? If you find the root cause of this fear, then it will be very easy for us to get the solution for it. Okay. Now also Vamsi, to provide solution for you, it will just take 2 to 3 minutes of my time, but you can't implement it unless you know the actual reason, right?
Sure.
So to understand the actual reason, we need to go deeper level into mind to understand how exactly our mind works when we are in the interview panel. Okay, let's do that.
Sure.
As we know, we have conscious, subconscious and unconscious minds, right? Anyhow, unconscious mind doesn't play any major role here, but let's try to understand what is the role of conscious and subconscious minds, right? Now let's see, we both are having the conversation here, right?
Correct.
Which means we are fully awake and aware of what we are speaking,
Right.
which means consciously we are talking to each other. I can say both of our conscious minds are engaged with our conversation, right? Now let's say these two people are also talking together.
Okay.
My question is, will it be possible for you to listen and understand their conversation while you are talking to me?
No, it's not possible.
Why?
If I try to understand what they are speaking, I'll miss something in our conversation.
Right. If you try to concentrate here consciously, you will miss something from there.
Right.
If you try to concentrate there consciously, you will miss something from here.
Right.
Why? Because our conscious minds will be able to do a single activity at a time. It cannot do the multiple activities. But there are some situations where people do the multitasking. We know, right? There are a lot of people who are doing the multitasking.
Right.
Then how it is possible? Let's say for example, we both are traveling. You are driving the car and you are talking to me. 2 activities you are doing at a time. Then how it is possible if our conscious mind can engage with only one activity?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
while driving the car, you are consciously talking to me, and automatically you are changing the gears and you are applying the brakes of the car.
Right.
I can say your conscious mind is talking to me. Since you are habituated of driving the car, your subconscious mind is giving you the auto suggestions to change the gears, to apply the brakes. Your conscious mind is talking to me, your subconscious mind is driving the car. 2 activities are happening at the same time here, but 2 minds are also working behind this. Understood? Why I have explained you this is to make you understand that our conscious mind will be able to do a single activity at a time. This is the first point to remember to get the solution for your problem. Okay. Now I'll come to your problem. You said you have a fear of interview. My question is, what is fear? How you define fear?
So fear, it can be defined as it's something like
Okay, I'll tell you. See, whenever we are going for the interview, all of us will feel like, okay, this is a very big company and this is a top MNC company. If I get selected here, definitely I'll be having the good future.
Right.
So I must crack this interview. If you have such feeling in your mind, immediately the second thought which comes into your mind is what interviewer is going to ask.
Exactly.
What if I can't answer to some of his questions?
Correct.
I lose this opportunity. So this thought brings fear in you. The thought of what interviewer is going to ask is bringing fear in you, right?
Right.
So what I can say is, there is a thought of losing this opportunity, and this thought brings fear in your mind. Right? Now you tell me, what is fear?
So fear is nothing but a thought about something in our mind.
Exactly. See, if you have a thought of something which is making you to feel afraid, you feel fear. Right? Imagine now we are in the interview panel. Your mind is keep on thinking of what interviewer is going to ask, and what if I can't answer some of to his questions. If your mind is thinking of it, will it be possible for your conscious mind to understand the interviewer's question?
No.
Even though if you understand, will it be possible for your mind to pick the exact answers from your memory?
No.
No. See, that's why many people suggest meditation before going to the exam or interview. They say like, be with the fresh mind. Don't think of anything else. Please go with the peace of mind. Do you know the reason behind these words?
Yeah, so yes, conscious mind can do only one particular thing consciously.
Right. So your conscious mind can do a single activity at a time, so that you should not think of something else.
Right.
Right. Now you have understood, and you have got to know that why fear is getting triggered in your mind. As fear is getting triggered in your mind, you are not able to answer to the interviewer's questions. Now you have found the root cause of your fear. Now we'll go to the solution. Before go to the solution, you must remember 2 points here. The first point to remember is, whenever we are going for the interview, we should not feel like this is the only opportunity I have. Definitely I should crack this. We should not have such feeling. If you have such type of thoughts in your mind, again you will get a thought of losing this opportunity. That will bring fear in you.
Yeah.
And you should feel like, okay, I have thousands of companies in the market. If I don't crack this one, I can crack other one. Why? Because I have that knowledge. If this is not the one, I'll be having a better than this. If you have this thought in your mind, do you get the thought of losing this opportunity? If there is no thought, there is no fear, as fear equals to a thought. Right? This is the first point to remember. And second point, see, not only this fear, we will be having many types of fears, right? And there are few of the people who feel afraid to face the interviewer itself. See, not only the interview, even in your life, if you are feeling afraid of something, please do the same thing again and again, again and again. At some point of time, you feel comfortable of it. I'll give you the example. Let's say we normally go to the exhibitions, right? So if we go to the exhibitions, if we find a roller coaster, initially all of us will be feeling afraid to ride a roller coaster, right? Why this fear? Again, there is a thought here. What is the thought? What if something happens in the middle? This thought itself is bringing fear in us, right? So even though if we have that fear, we try for the first time.
Correct.
You tried for the first time and you have reached safely. I have asked you to do for the second time, third time, fourth time. You did for 10 times. Now at the 11th time, again I am asking you to go and ride the roller coaster. Will you be having the same fear what you had for the first time?
No, definitely will not be there.
Why?
Because when I go for the first time, I was having a thought that what will happen in the middle if I ride the roller coaster. And now after multiple, so I had done it for 10 times, and I found that nothing is happening while riding the roller coaster. And 11th time also there is nothing is going to happen. Correct? Right? So I'll go with the free mind and then I'll just ride the roller coaster.
Right. See, as you did this for the multiple times, you got rid of the fear. In a similar way, there are lot of people who are giving up without trying at least for once. They are leaving their homes, they are coming and they are joining the courses, they spend their money, they spend their time, but still at the time of interview, they feel fear of interview. They are not at all attending the interviews. See, even if the year passes, you go to them and you ask them like, hey, I have a job opportunity for you. Can you come and face the interview? He say that, no, I have feeling of interview fear. Okay, see, Many years back you have same feeling, now also you have same feeling. Why? You haven't tried it multiple times.
Correct.
If he would have tried it for multiple times, definitely he would have get into some company, right?
Correct.
So the conclusion for your problem is, before going to the interview, you should have a feeling that if this is not the one, I can crack other one. I have thousands of opportunities in the mind. Now you won't be having a thought of losing this opportunity. There is no thought, there is no fear. Now still, if you are feeling afraid of something, please do the same thing again and again, again and again. At some point of time you feel comfortable of it, right?
Right.
Vamsi, I hope I answered to your question.
Yeah, perfect. So the examples that you have given, so that are so connected to me, and I found the solution now, like what to do when I attend the interview next. So definitely I'll apply the same things in my next interview, and I'll crack my interview, all the interviews. Thank you for the solution, bro.